The psychological time is The Matrix, a movie that plays on your inner screen and sells you two main stories: who I was, the whole archive or hurts, successes, failures, labels, who I will be, fears, expectations, projects, the idea that when something finally happens, only then I will be allowed to live. You can spend 80 years inside that movie. I spent 44 years and 6 months, not once really, walking outside the cinema. I try, but only at the end of June and beginning of July 2026. After 44 years, I can honestly call it walking out of the cinema. And that's what I call the Matrix. Nothing has ever happened. Yesterday, everything happened in yesterday's now. Nothing will ever happen tomorrow. Everything will happen in tomorrow's now. Life doesn't know any other place than the present moment. It's the ego that invents a timeline and hangs your whole me story on it. Stepping into the here and now, into yourself, is watchfulness. It's giving yourself permission to feel, to sense without thinking about it, to hear what comes in this moment. This state is always here. It's not a self-development session. It's the background you can return to in a second. You make a conscious decision to move into a permanent contact with feeling yourself in the here and now. This is a change of lifestyle, not remembering yourself from time to time, but being with yourself all the time. Everything in my space that is mine is mine. Other spaces sharing their experiences inside my space are just translators for me. I read them, but I don't give them my attention and focus. Only a person who is conscious of a similar state will really come close to me. No matter what experiences enter my space, I accept them, but I keep doing my own thing, my own feeling, nothing beyond that. The rest is left for the ego and the mind, but already without my presence. With every individual person, I feel something different. I use it to make stories out of it. Now I leave that to the ego. It still knows how to produce endless scenarios, but I don't need them. Ego without my attention also becomes just an observer. The burning in the body around someone is information. The body says, here there is a mismatch or a difference between spaces. The mind wants to fire the alarm and defense, but that's just a programmed reaction. Because if I simply accept the burning and keep doing my own thing, and physically nothing is happening, then in truth nothing is happening. From now on, when there is burning, head down, eyes closed, breathe softened. I stay exactly where I was. The only difference is that I'm no longer inside that person's state. You can have your own matrix and decide about your own space by yourself without entering endless discussions with yourself. I don't have to argue with myself whether I'm allowed to feel this way and chose this way. I am allowed. Being in my own space, I do a scan of what I really need in real time now, and I find it because I direct my attention only to myself and the actual situation. Everything else is background. Simulations, universes, existences, there is an infinite number of them. They all have one thing in common: experiencing in the present moment. There is no other place where you truly live. Some people are kind of synchronized with me. That's not burning, that's a lack of communication on the surface, while the body already knows there is potential there. If such a person is meant to come closer, they will. I don't have to hunt, analyze, or overthink. The only thing I have to do is live my life the way I choose. Whoever is conscious of a similar state will feel it, and they will make the first move themselves. Working with yourself is not a punishment. Working with yourself is a luxury. It's the lever where the body stops constantly warning you and finally can start cooperating with you. This is exactly the foundation my body has been asking for all my life. And only now I am truly giving it that. All content in this and in every other piece of material is my exclusive intellectual. Copyright 2026 Peter Konieczny. All rights reserved.